Hey, how's it going? I'm about to route the truss rod channel for the neck. For those who don't know what a truss rod is, I'm using one of these. It's a two-way truss rod from StewMac. Traditionally in a Les Paul, they have old style one-way truss rods. What a truss rod does is it sits inside a channel on the neck, and using whatever type of tool is applicable to that type of truss rod, you can get in there and twist it, and by twisting a nut it will change the amount of bow on the neck. So traditionally you could only turn it one way and that would flatten it out, whereas these two-way truss rods, you can either flatten it out or give it more bow if that's what you need. They are easier to install, they're more versatile, they're just a better, more modern way of doing it. So, and as this isn't a very traditional build, I'm not real fussed. So what I've done is I've measured out how far up the neck the channel needs to go by placing the truss rod there, figuring out where I want it. I've then scribed a line all the way around, and I've got a little router bit. It's just a small one that it's just a cheap bit, but it makes a channel the perfect width for these truss rods. So I whack it in the table router and I use a fence. There's a million different ways to route a truss rod channel. This is the way I do it. So yeah, here we go. That's one pass. It's going to take quite a few passes. The way I do it is make very shallow passes, several of them, until I get it down to depth. I've got a marker there that tells me how deep it needs to go, just there on the headstock. So just to show you how this will work, the truss rod sits inside the channel, like so. It's obviously only in there a millimetre or two. But once the channel's fully routed, it will sit completely inside there. I'll then make a little bit of maple to close off the gap here and glue that in. And then it will sit deep inside there, and we'll use some silicone to hold it in place. So yeah, that's it. I'll keep going now. I'm about to shut it down for the day, but I thought I'd give you a really quick update of what I've got done this weekend. So, truss rod channel for the neck is routed. I made a block for in here, I made it out of the offcut from the scarf joint, so the walnut and the maple all line up there. I've started cutting the tenon for the neck joint. This is the bit that actually goes into the body of the guitar and forms the joint in there. It's still a little bit shorter than it needs to be. I've done that on purpose for whatever reason. But yeah, that's well on the way to being a thing. Haven't done a hell of a lot more on this one this weekend though. I've been working on some of the templates, neck templates for example. Got the side profile one done and got the shape roughly drawn into the side, but that'll be something that comes along later, the actual cut. One of the next things I want to do is start working on the fretboard. I've got a package, it's due to arrive on Monday, that's got the inlay and a bit for the Dremel to cut the cavities, and it's not something I've done before with the handheld Dremel thing, so that'll be something new, and it's a bit tricky, and good chance I'll screw that up, so that'll be fun to watch. And also need the new router bit so I can finish doing the cavities in the body. So got some new tools that need to arrive before I can do a whole lot more, but hopefully they come in the next few days. Alright, cheers.